The Wildlife Center of Silicon Valley is a nonprofit wildlife hospital and the only organization in Santa Clara County to accept all species of native wildlife. Animals in their care are rehabilitated and released back into the wild.
Especially during our busy season, we see a lot of animals. An average day can be 30 to 35 animal intakes. We see anything from orphaned animals like ducklings and squirrels and baby birds that have fallen out of nests due to tree trimming. One of the key patterns that we have are animals that come in through human interaction.
We get a lot of cat-caught animals, a lot of hit by cars, a lot of attacked by dogs, a lot of trapped in somebody's yard or trapped in somebody's garage, and most of the time they're brought to us by well-meaning people who really didn't want any harm to come to that animal.
Silicon Valley is a very densely populated place, and the development, meets the demands for more people. So we have made it more difficult for wild animals to stay in their natural habitat through development and building. I think it's incumbent on us to teach other folks how to really exist with these animals.
The center offers unique internship and volunteer opportunities to work hands-on with animals in need of treatment.
They're not just reading out of a book. I mean, the best experience you can gain is doing it yourself.
Yeah. Do gently.
While I've been working on my degree in biology at San Jose State, I started working here on my free time. I think the thing I like most is actually also the thing that's the most challenging. It's that this is a learning environment. So we come in and at first we don't know how to do anything, and we learn from our peers here, the other interns and the other volunteers who have been here longer. And then as soon as we learn, it's our time to turn around and teach, which is a lot more difficult, but it reinforces that learning and it gives us an opportunity to feel like we're actually helping somebody else come up to speed too.
I started exactly when I turned 16. I was really excited about that day. I told my mom, I'm 16 now, I can finally volunteer here.
I think the thing I've learned so far is actually how much work it goes into rehabilitating these animals. Like, feed them a bunch of times, you have to change their bedding, their water. It's a lot of stuff, and it's work that's definitely worth it in the end because you get to see them get released.
What we do is make sure that we're not encouraging imprinting. And imprinting is when an animal becomes reliant on a human, and what it does is it renders that animal kind of helpless in the wild. They're not able to forage for their own food. They don't rely on their natural instincts. And what we want to make sure that we do is through their rehabilitation, we continue to prep them for a wild life, that they not be dependent on humans in any way, because that is a real setup for them for failure.
You always have to make sure that these animals, you're not talking to them, you're not trying to say, oh, you're so cute, I want to hug you and kiss you. Because if you do that, then they can't be released out.
We had 4 baby crows that came in as nestlings that didn't know how to eat on their own, they couldn't fly, they couldn't take care of themselves, and I just got to go release those 4 myself a couple days ago. And at first they all took off in different directions, but then they called out to each other and found each other again, and they spent a good 20 minutes. I just sit there and watch, playing with each other and looking around and realizing that there weren't any walls. Something that our vet who comes in a couple times a week said to me is that every animal that comes through our door was going to die without our intervention. So any ones that we don't manage to save, that's a neutral, but any one that we do manage to save is a positive impact.